Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be here with you. And welcome so much to Unity of Sun Lakes. Unity is a positive, practical, and progressive church and an approach to spiritual growth, rooted in the teachings of Jesus Christ and the power of affirmative prayer and positive thinking. Here at Unity of Sun Lakes, we honor the universal truths in all religions and help people discover and live their spiritual potential and purpose. We are an open-minded, accepting spiritual community that honors all loving paths to God. So, Betty, I'd like to thank you, Betty Tissolino, this morning for your beautiful flowers. They're just lovely. Thank you so much. I love these fall colors we're getting now. It's just so great. I love the fall. It's my favorite time of year. And now we're going to have our opening song today with the Yayas and Brian Pellerino. I love that.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're going to need some help singing this song. Please feel free to make these words your own. I am alive, awake, and blessed. 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 Come on. I am alive, awake, and blessed. I am alive, awake, and blessed. I am alive, awake, and blessed. I am alive, I feel it deep down in my bones. I am alive, and everywhere I am at home. I am alive, and spirit courses through my veins. I am alive in every moment, born again. I am alive, awake, and blessed. 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 All the things I am alive, awake, and blessed. Sing out to me. I am alive, awake, and blessed. Everywhere I go. I am alive, awake, and blessed. I am awake, and I see beauty everywhere. I am awake, I see birds dancing in the air. I am awake, and spirit courses through my veins. I am awake in every moment, born again. I am alive, awake, and blessed. 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 Everything I see. I am alive, awake, and blessed. All the things I am alive, awake, and blessed. Sing out. I am alive, awake, and blessed. Everywhere I go. I am alive, awake, and blessed. When I'm awake, I am present and alive. When I'm awake, my heart is open wide to every blessing that unfolds before my eyes. I am so blessed, awake and alive. I am alive, awake, and blessed. I am alive, awake, and blessed. All the things I am see. Alive, awake, and blessed. Sing out to me. I am alive, awake, and blessed. Everywhere I am go. Alive, awake, and blessed. Everything I see. I am alive, awake, and blessed. Sing out I am alive, awake, and blessed. Everywhere I go. Alive, awake, and blessed. Everywhere I go. Alive, awake, and blessed. I am 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 alive, awake, and blessed. Yes, we are. We are.
Okay, I'm going to see, are there any newcomers here today? I don't think so. So we'll say our welcoming song to each other this morning.
We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you.
So now just a moment, why don't you to get up and move around and say hello to your neighbors this morning.
Hi, neighbor. Hi, darling.
Hello. I knew this already with the no. I was trying to think what it was. Yes, dear. Good morning again. Good morning, Daddy. Hello, Miss Barbara. That about covers it. You have a wonderful voice, too. You know, when you're alive, awake, and blessed, that about covers the whole 9 yards. I love that song.
Well, after I came back, October 3rd, no, at the end of September. But then I had to go to a wedding in Tennessee, so I've been gone for 2 weeks. In Nashville, Lebanon. And then we've been through the Smoky Mountains.
That's the position that I
It's time to come back into the room, please.
my mother.
Our opening prayer this morning is from Reverend Jeanne. Let's take a deep breath together as one breath, one life, one power, one heartbeat. Feeling spirit coursing through our veins as one community of love. To be held in the arms of spirit. Not a care in the world. Just knowing what it feels like to be loved. And we take that love that we feel for each other in this room and we put it on to ourselves. Like a blanket of self-love. We're just grateful for this community. Grateful that we have the opportunity to gather. What a privilege. We bless the music today, we bless the words that are spoken, knowing that there will be something that each person takes away today that will inspire, touch, move, to light that fire, to ignite that fire within each of us, to go out into the world, knowing ourselves as God, being able to entrain the people that come across our path during the week. Having other people notice what's different about you. There's something alive in you. I'll have what she's having. And so as we relax together today, we play together, we have fun together, we meditate together. We call it good. We call it enough. We call it abundance, joy, and gratitude.
And so it is.
So it is. So it is. Our daily word this morning will be presented by Kate Turner, Reverend Kate Turner.
It's a constant in our house.
That's what step stools are for, right?
No, tall housemates, that's what they're for. Anything she doesn't want me to get to, she just puts it up. The word today is prosperity. With God as my source, I live abundantly. No matter how much I have in the bank, the kind of car that I drive, or the house that I live in, I know these things are mere manifestations of abundance. The source of all prosperity is God. I look beyond appearances to find the deeper meaning of prosperity. Meaningful work that I enjoy doing is part of my prosperity, not only because of what I earn, but also because of the satisfaction that I feel when I use my skills. My house becomes a home when it's filled with people. People that I love and care for. My financial resources don't diminish, but multiply when I share them generously. As I look beyond the good things in my life to the love, the creative insight, and the limitless flow of divine ideas that brought them into manifestation, then I discovered true abundance. And from Proverbs 8, verse 18, riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and prosperity.
Thank you, Kate. We keep a ladder around, too. All right. Please join us and sit back in your chairs now and relax as we have our song leading into meditation this morning, and it's called Love in Action.
Again, I invite you to make these words your own. Gratitude, I recreate my life. As I emerge from silent prayer, I take along with me gifts of gratitude and peace and endless possibilities. Fruit of the Spirit guides me every moment, every day. As I create my new world, my very lifeblood seems to say,
Reverend Julia Norton, and she is going to do a meditation with her crystal bowls.
This is the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, and the sacral chakra. Just relax, enjoy the music to flow through you, however it goes through you. It's
begin to bring yourselves back if you into the room. And join me in taking our Lord's Prayer today. Heavenly Source, Thou who art everywhere, hallowed be Thy name, or Thy vibration. Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done, here, now, and forevermore. Fill us with the power of Thy mercy, and free us from the fetters that wish to bind each other. Lead us out of temptation, free us from ourselves, and give us the strength to be at one with Thee. Teach us the true power of forgiveness. May this holy moment be the ground from which our future actions grow. Amen. And now it's time for Reverend Jeanne to come up and give us her message this morning, Passing the Point of No Return.
Hi.
Hi.
We're speaking about the power of commitment this month, taking to heart the powerful words of W.H. Murray when he said, "The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too." The words immediately preceding those will be our focus this morning. This may sound too simple, but it's great in consequence. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. Today is entitled Passing the Point of No Return. And it sounds like a bit of an ominous title, but it really isn't. Really, it simply speaks to the idea of being fully in. Fully, totally in. When we are fully, totally in, then this is when the full power of our commitment becomes available to us. So what does this look like? What does it mean? So that's what we'll go exploring today. I've heard a great question asked. I'm taking the self-awareness class right now in SEE, and we are doing all this 8 weeks of this phenomenal class is asking ourselves questions. Because when we ask ourselves questions, the universe has to answer, and it does. So one of the questions is, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? Who would you be in the world, and what would you choose to do? Remember, you came into this life experience in order to make manifest the glory of God that is within you. You came into this life to give God a tangible, physical experience of the fullness and the richness of living on planet Earth. As Jesus said, I have come so that you might have life and have it more abundantly. He came to show us the way to do that. And so again I ask, who would you be in the world, and what would you choose to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Think about that for a moment, and just touch in with that, because we're going to come back to it a little bit later. And it is having a commitment, a true commitment a past the point of no return commitment. A do whatever it takes commitment to be and do that which will bring it forth in and through your life. It is as simple as that. According to The Power of Commitment by Douglas Yeaman and Noel McGinnis, we are not bound by a commitment until we have reached a point where failure to keep it becomes unthinkable. When I think of literally reaching a point of no return in commitment, I can think of a few examples. Mountain climbing is one. If you climb up, you're really committed to climbing down. Childbirth is another. Once that labor starts, there's no turning back. An airplane, once it's up in the air, is pretty much committed to landing. What are some others?
When a flower blooms.
When a flower blooms. It's pretty much committed to having a flower. Jumping off a diving board. You're committed to getting wet in the pool. But it's a little different to committing who we came here to be and what we came here to do. There aren't physical ramifications such in those literal examples. So the point of no return has to come from inside of us. Whereas Yeaman and McGinnis wrote, we reach a point where failure to keep the commitment becomes unthinkable. They went on to write, until we have passed the point of no return, we are only potentially committed. Passing the point of no return releases that potential. Only then is the full power of our commitment available to us, including the power to change our mind about what it is possible for us to do. This battery's out. No.
This battery's brand new, so give us that one. See if it doesn't pop.
Battery at point of no return.
Often, the battery. Okay. Often when we are unwilling to commit ourselves, we pretend that we will do so. We usually call this pretense hoping or trying. We hope for a particular result when our assumption is that someone or something else has to make it happen. We try for a particular result when our assumption is that the result is more than we are able to accomplish. Almost all action based on hoping and trying consists of behavior that confirms these self-defeating assumptions. This was recently demonstrated in the research of a major national charity, which kept track of 10,000 people who said that they would try to send in a contribution. 10,000. Take a guess. How many people actually did it?
254.
Who said 250? 200. 200.
Wow. Whoa.
As the great spiritual master Yoda once said, there is no try, there is only do or not do. I read a pivotal booklet back many years ago called The Last Word on Power by Tracy Gross. And in the book, the author talks about making bold and impossible promises. Making a bold, impossible promise is a way of passing the point of no return in a commitment. I'll give you a personal example. When I learned that Reverend Debbie Adams was leaving this church and leaving the valley to move to Florida, I was compelled to contact her because I was curious why she was leaving, and I was really sad because she was one of my personal mentors. You know, honestly, I may have thought, in the way wee little back corners of my mind about applying to be the minister of this church, but it was way, way, way in the back until I spoke to Barb. And Barb said, why don't you apply for her job? And immediately I was defensive. I said, why don't you do it? I never said I wanted to be a pulpit minister. Why don't you do it? And she said, no, why wouldn't you do it? And then someone else asked me the same question. Wow, this is weird. And then I denied them too. And then I met with Debbie, and out of the blue she said, why haven't you applied for my job at the church? I said, why would I? I'm not a Unity minister. And she said, neither was I. Neither am I. And by the time that she was through with me that day, I knew it was time for me to expand what was possible for me in becoming a spiritual leader of this church. And how did I do it? By commitment. I made a commitment. And to me, it was a very bold, impossible promise to make. My name was Busy, remember? Before I became a minister of this church, my name was, oh, you're busy. But I never ran a church before. I was not an ordained Unity minister. But as long as I would promise to become one, then that was okay. And so, let me be clear. I had absolutely no idea how I was going to do it. None. But from the minute that I said yes, providence moved. So what's providence? I looked it up in the dictionary. It says the protective care of God or nature as a spiritual power. Charles Fillmore says, a simple word of blessing poured out upon that which we have, or that which we can conceive as possible for us as sons of the all-providing God. Remember, Charles only used the word sons. He never said sons and daughters. But he means all of us. That which we can conceive as possible for us as sons of the all-providing God will at least begin to release the superabundance of spirit substance. And we shall have an inner confidence and faith in the providence of our Father. Dennis and I were reveling in awe the other day that we get to lead this church together. It's so humbling. It's so beautiful. It's expansive. It's raw. It's fulfilling. And boy, are we grateful that we said yes, that we made that commitment. And we get to know all these wonderful people on a very personal level. So beautiful. That's God. So let me give you 3 extremely powerful things that happen when you make a past the point of no return commitment. Remember, this is in context to who you came here to be and doing what you came here to do. Commitment is actually a spiritual practice. First, commitment actualizes responsibility. Committing oneself to bringing about a wanted result is a silent declaration. I am responsible. That I am in charge of my life. That I create the outcome of my experience. Such is the perceptual foundation of all self-fulfillment. This is the power of being committed. It represents full ownership of your experience by the very cause, agent, and source of that experience, you. Second, commitment focuses and concentrates our energy. Prior to being committed, we scatter our energy all over the place. And we put our energy into all sorts of options, and we fulfill few, if any of them. Once we are committed to a specific result, however, our energy becomes focused on producing that result. Think about the power of a light beam, of light. A beam of light is certainly powerful. It can illuminate an entire room. But a laser beam of light, which is nothing but intensely focused light, can perform surgery among very powerful things. In the book of Power of Commitment, it says, we cease to act from the feeling that we are out of control or that we are under someone else's control. In short, we liberate our aliveness. I love this idea. We liberate our aliveness. Aliveness is the expression of our presence of being. At any given moment, every person has the same amount of life to live, but the degree of our aliveness varies from person to person. To the extent that our attention is distracted, to that extent our being is not fully in the moment. This is the power of being committed. It commands the full presence of our being. It activates our aliveness. So what are you committed to? What are you focusing on in your life? What commands your full presence? Hello? Anybody else?
We're supposed to answer?
That was rhetorical.
What are you spending your time on? What are you focused on?
Water aerobics.
My health.
Your health. You're spending a lot of time on your health. Awesome.
On what?
Linda. Oh, I thought you raised your hand.
Well, I can say the health of someone else.
You're focused on the health of someone else in your home, yes. And you can see when that laser focus is happening, how you're fully present. You're alive, right?
Especially when you're giving them a shower.
Yes.
Giving them a shower.
Odie.
I am broadening my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone and trying a few things I have never done before.
Oh my gosh. No. You're alive. No wonder I see that sparkle in your eyes. Barbara.
I am doing water aerobics 6 times a week, including aqua zumba with Julio.
Fully present. I think you're being.
No, I mean, it's amazing. Because with my spine, I can't do what normal people do, but I can do that.
I love that you found your way.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm committed.
Who else? Who else? What are you guys focusing on?
Music.
Music. Dennis. Dennis has an announcement. Yeah. What have you been focusing on?
Do you want me to say it right now?
Yeah. Why not?
I got a mic. I'll just use that.
Look at that.
I'm recording my first album, so.
Yay!
You would have heard 2 of the songs at the beginning, and I'll play the other 3 at the end.
Good deal.
Wow.
Congrats. Kathy, I know that you focus on our church. and you do a dang good job at it.
It's been, the commitment just fell right where it should have, because I've been trying to get here, and all at once, with Julie and Diane, thank God for them, I'm here.
You're fully present. Brian, you've clearly focused on music. Clearly.
Yep.
Feeling fully present today?
Yes.
Barb?
The music on the brain.
Yeah, always. Anyone else? If you have been focusing on your life. Kate?
Well, currently I'm very focused on a show that's coming out. But I've made a commitment, and I'm going to say I'm going to, not I hope to, but I'm going to direct a show in fall of 2024.
Wow!
A lot of work. Full presence.
That's really good. Whoa.
And I know you can do that too.
No doubt.
Okay, a third commitment. Third, commitment manages our fear. Our breakthroughs come not when we lose our fear, but when we no longer allow fear to control us. As long as fear is the controlling factor, we can only experience the barriers and the obstacles upon which we project our fear. When our fear is appropriately managed, we can look forward to going through it rather than feel impelled to run away from it. Fear does not need to keep us from being and doing what we came here to be and do. Olympic gymnast Alicia Sacramone once said, 4 years ago, I fell down in front of millions. I could have stayed down on that mat forever. I say it's time to get back up. I will outlast fear. You have probably all heard the acronym for fear. No? False evidence appearing real. I love that one. And then there's two more that I know of. Feeling excited and ready. Or, how about this one? Face everything and rise. Managing ourselves in relation to fear makes it possible for us also to manage our relationships to all barriers and obstacles to the results. This is the power of being committed. It makes all fears manageable. So let me ask you, what are you committed to being and doing? In the quiet of our hearts this morning, where could we pass the point of no return in that commitment? What bold, impossible promise could you make to yourself in the sacred space of this room this morning? You are not meant to be small in this world. You are God incarnate. You are God's hands, God's feet, God's arms, God's voice. So just close your eyes for a moment to call forth that commitment, to commit to it, to identify one action step, that you will commit to taking this week to move forward. deep breath. Put a big smile on your face because you just made a big commitment. I hope. And let's say our affirmation together, our monthly affirmation. I am committed to being who I came here to be and doing what I came here to do. I am committed to living the life I have imagined. Today I stand committed and I'm not turning back. Not now, not ever. And now let's have another song written by Barbara Horton.
I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out. I'm gonna speak with integrity. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. Like a song, I can sing the very life I wanna live. A life of health and happiness. A song of love to give. Peace is ever present and abundance seems to flow. And the love of God surrounds us everywhere we go. Oh, my word is my life, the very life I live today. To redesign my life, I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna think it out. I'm gonna speak with integrity. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna change the words I speak. I'm gonna start right here with me. My word is my life, the very life I live today. My word is my life, the very life I live today. I'm gonna redesign my life. I'm gonna change the words I say. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna think it today. I'm gonna start with integrity. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna redesign my life today. I'm gonna start right here with me. I'm gonna redesign my life today.
Now it's time for our offering. Put our energy in the form of money into the church. Knowing that when we put our energy in, that we get back tenfold, this or more, where we are fed spiritually. That's where you put your money or energy, so you get spiritual gifts back. That's why I do it. And so we will take our offering. There's a basket on the table over there if you'd like to leave an offering before you leave today. Let's say our offering blessing together. Divine love as the blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God. And let's sing Karen Drucker's song, I Am So Blessed. For the givers and the receivers of these gifts. And we'll say our offering of gratitude together. We give thanks for these many blessings of today, and know they are but a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much or more is now on its way to me and quickly manifests in perfect ways. Thank you, God. Now for our announcements. We have a lot of announcements today. Today's prayer partner is Dennis. He'll meet you in the back for personal prayer, private personal prayer. We have a sign-up sheet in the back on the table over here for volunteers to do the daily word or opening prayer. We need greeters to sign up. Let's see. Betty, would you like to do an explorer's report today?
There's also a sign-up sheet on the back for people who said they were interested in going to the Herd Museum. We're going to go on Friday, November the 11th. So if you're interested, would you put your name and your email address on that paper back there, and we will go forward with going to the Herd Museum. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we also have a question for you. How many of you, we don't normally have Christmas on Sunday, and we're willing to do Christmas on Sunday, but we've had several people say, you're really meeting on Christmas Day? So we're going to send an email out. Julia's going to put an email out this week about, do you want to or not? You know, do we want to have Christmas here? And if so, what time? 9:30? For some people, it's like on Christmas Day, 9:30? So I think we'll put some options out there and just see what you guys, what the majority would like to do. Also, it's been brought to the board. Do we want to change the Sunday service time, 9:30? Some are saying it's a little early. And Barbara, I know you requested it. And so we're going to put, Barbara Castro. And so we're going to put that out in an email as well. You know, if there are a majority of people that want to change from 9:30 to 10:30, 11, whatever. You know, the board, we want, this is your church, so we want you guys to be happy.
wanted to say, I'm always late, so I can't guarantee if it's at 10, but it really is, would be a lot better for me at 10. And also, for instance, I know that Tony has told me that she can't, if it were at 10, she could probably get here.
Okay.
And I would love to see.
We'll put the email out.
Okay.
And see what the consensus is. Julie,
if you want to commit to 10 o'clock, that would be.
I do have to say something. We have the room only until noon.
Right.
Period. So.
Right. So that's a consideration. Okay, so be watching your email for that. And then also, next slide, please. Dennis has volunteered to be the director of our choir. So if you're interested in singing, we're going to meet a few times, probably at Maria's house. Thank you. And so if you're interested in singing, we're going to do about 3 Christmas carols together.
Yes. Let's all commit.
Yes. And
See the names on
then
the
Kate and Maria.
I need to see the names on the paper.
On the paper. The paper's in the back. Also, Kate and Maria volunteered to do Thanksgiving and Christmas again at their house.
Wow.
So awesome. Thank you. So it'll be a potluck, and it's always a great time, and it's a beautiful home, and we always have a great gathering together. So please sign up in the back. Let us know what you're going to bring for potluck. I think we're going to have. Do you have ideas?
We'll have a main dish. We'll provide a main dish, and then everybody brings
sides. Okay, so we'll have a side
Let us
dish.
know what the main dish is.
Well, for December, it's going to be brisket.
Oh,
Which we
good.
had last year. and
That was
everyone loved.
yeah.
We haven't yet decided on November.
All right, and then so those are the dates. So make sure you mark those down. And then of course we have our prayer team meeting every Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Reverend Julia and the Reiki Share group. You can talk to Betty about plugging in with that on Tuesdays at 9:30. And then our musician next week is someone new that you guys haven't probably heard before. Her name is Annie Moscow. And so that's going to be fun to meet someone new, a new musician. I want to say thank you to Julia for coming early and setting up as always. Thank you, Barb and Julia, for doing the bowls today. Thank you, Barb and Brian, for bringing your gifts of music. Really grateful. And Amy and Dennis, as always, thanks for setting up and tearing it up. Appreciate you guys. Anyone have anything else? All right, then let's stand and sing the peace song and close with the prayer for protection. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joy is found. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yes. God bless. A wonderful day. Wonderful.